All right. All right. I hope you all out here in Knicks Nation are enjoying your weekend. Although we all have to admit the weekend loses a little luster when our Knicks lose. The weekend loses a little luster. And for some, it does more than that. Like when the Knicks win, there are some people that will be predicting sweep and go all the way to the finals. And when the Knicks lose a game, there are some people predicting the end of the world. Both groups need to calm down. But it does take off some luster whenever the Knicks lose. And so I will admit that it did take a little bit off of my weekend because of that loss. I saw the game last night. And so we want to talk about it today, talk about the game from last night. It was really yesterday afternoon, but I saw it last night. Talk about the game tomorrow. What's up, Knicks Nation? I hope again that you all healthy and safe. A lot more important things going on planet Earth than the basketball game, but we want our Knicks to win. Hello, Simply Just, Superstar V Dash, Gian Marco, Miss Nancy Stevenson. No, I'm the one that's late. You were on time, Miss Stevenson. What's up, Unc? How y'all doing? I hope everybody again is safe and healthy. Prayers out to the people over there in Texas. Another mass shooting. I think 8 or 9 people dead, including the shooter. Many people hurt out in Texas. 20 miles north of Dallas, Texas, was what I saw. Yes, prayers for the people there. These things are continuing, as getting worse as time goes on, which is why one of the reasons why we talk about the Knicks, because we need a little break from all of this craziness, man. But anyway, Brigitte Postino, Andrew Abraham, Michael Drake, my brother, Kevin Taylor, Cherokee Indian, my Brooklyn brother. Hey, oh, hey, what's up, all of y'all? How y'all doing? Again, I watched the game last night, and I came away with some things. I've been in sync with Tom Thibodeau most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time. And I feel like there's a couple of adjustments that he will make for tomorrow is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he makes these adjustments based on what we've been seeing. Now, let's just talk about first of all, let's understand something, Knicks Nation. In the playoffs, it's the first team to win 4 games that wins the series. Not 2 games, 4 games. The first team to win 4 games wins the series. Right now, the Heat have 2 wins and the Knicks have 1 win. The series is not over. This is what we first need to understand before we start listening to the doomsdayers and people tripping and going crazy. Let's first relax. Take a deep breath. It's 2 games to 1. That's number 1. Number 2, equally important. Before they went to Miami, what was I telling y'all? What were we saying? The Knicks need what? A split. Some people were tripping. We're going to sweep them, blah, 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 blah. But that was people, again, on the far side. Just like there's people on the other side saying, you're going to lose both games. No. We all need to calm down. What we were looking for was a split, which means we win 1 and we lose 1. Okay? Everybody got that? So it's not like we were going to realistically sweep the Miami Heat. We were looking for a split. And as the Heat, when they came to New York, what were they looking for? A split. And that's what we're looking for, a split. Okay, so what we have to do is, and what's up, Mark Confessor Clemente, Junior Mendoza, and KNYT, Jabroni Z, Cavello. How y'all doing? Philip Casanovas, Guilford McCormick, my brother Dre Hoops Talks. Hello, y'all. How y'all doing? Shout out to all of y'all. So let's calm down first, okay? Now, let's talk about, hey, Jordan, what's up? Let's talk about what has happened in the first 3 games. It's not very complicated, to be quite honest with you. This is not complicated. Not saying it's going to be an easy thing to get done, but the problem is not complicated. The problem is Jimmy Butler. Okay? That's not complicated. The problem, hey, what's up, Organic? The problem is Jimmy Butler. I mean, that's it. Yes, they're getting good contributions from other guys. They're getting really good contributions from Kevin Love, from Lowry, from Strus, from Vincent. They're getting really good contributions, but the dude is Butler. Okay, this is pretty clear. Okay, this is not something we should be arguing about. He's the guy. Okay, so first game he went off, and even, we all know, in all fairness, Jimmy Butler has been going off the whole playoffs, right? He's been going off. He ain't been averaging 35 against the Knicks now, but he's been going off the whole playoffs. Okay, I mean, that's, in all fairness, that's what's been going on. Okay, now, so number one is we have to be able to guard Jimmy Butler. Okay, that's number one. Now, to that end, I have a couple of strategies I am hoping that Tom Thibodeau employs for this next game. Start Quentin Grimes. Now, why do I say we must start Quentin Grimes? If you've noticed, as I've been noticing, stop it, Crazy Beats. Come, get out of here. Get out. Why don't you just leave now? I hate people coming here with that foolishness. Tibbs getting out coach. It's the playoffs, fool. What? Did he out coach JB Bickerstaff? Did he out coach Spo in the game too? What the hell's wrong with y'all? Anyway, don't come in here with that BS. Anyway, start Quentin Grimes. Number one. Why? Why should we start Quentin Grimes and put on the second unit Josh Hart? Quentin Grimes has been guarding Jimmy Butler. In the stints that he's been guarding him better than Josh Hart has. Okay, and why? As we've been saying all along, Quentin Grimes, aside from Deuce McBride, is the best perimeter defender on the New York Knicks. He's the Marcus Smart on the New York Knicks. He's the best perimeter defender we got. Okay, so we should start Grimes for two reasons. Number one is, as I mentioned, he guards Butler better than Hart does. Okay, he guards Brunson better. And not only that, if you've noticed, they leave Hart open. Not saying he's a bad shooter, but they're not scared of his shooting. They double Brunson. They crowd the paint. And if y'all remember, even like the Cleveland series, and if you remember even last year when he was with Dallas, the paint was open. And that's what made Brunson so dangerous. The teams did not pack the paint, and he was killing you. So now you're going to get more spacing with Grimes out there. Okay? You're going to get more spacing with Grimes. So I would start Quentin Grimes, and he's guarding Butler. Second thing, Hart. Hart is going to, the production that Josh Hart gives the Knicks, if you've noticed this, it's the same production whether he's coming off the bench or whether he's starting. It doesn't change. I mean, with slight difference, but he's going to give you the same production whether he's starting or whether he's coming off the bench. So therefore, if you put him on the bench with Mobb Deep, you're going to get that production added to the bench production, which in this series, the Knicks bench production has been poor. Okay, it's been poor. So especially compared to what we've been getting during the season. So you put Hart in that Mobb Deep, and you're going to get double figures probably in points and rebounds just from him, and it's going to open up a lot. Not only that, if you start Grimes on Butler and then you bring Hart in, you get a second body coming at Butler. Does that make sense? So you're going to get Butler having all he can handle with Grimes. And then you're going to get a second wave with Hart coming in there. So for that reason, I think Grimes should start, because it creates a lot of solves a lot of problems. Shooting gets improved. Defense on Butler gets improved, okay? And the bench gets fortified just from that one move. Okay, you make one move and all of that happens. Just right. You get better spacing, you get opening for Brunson, you get better bench production with Hart, and just from that one move, okay? And then with that in mind, if y'all remember now, if you give, like yesterday, Hart got 12 shots yesterday. And y'all know what happens if you can give Grimes 12 shots. If you can get Quentin Grimes 12 shots and, or 15. So D-Crown, all these playground coaches don't know that. Anyway, so if you could get open shots for Grimes better than you get with Hart, that's going to be better for the Knicks, okay? The second question is, the coach doesn't play favorites, man. When y'all going to stop this old playground, high school, junior high school BS? Dudes are playing for money and big money. This ain't no, I like you and I ain't playing you because I don't like your face. This ain't that. What's wrong with y'all? This ain't college. This is the league, man. What's wrong with y'all? He'd play his favorites. What's wrong with y'all? They're trying to win. Shoot. See, that's what I'm saying. Why don't you go root for the Nets? Why don't you go do that? Every player on the Knicks are trying their best to win, including the coach. That's all they care about. They're trying to win. No, Fournier can't help with Jack. This ain't 21. You got to play defense in this playoff series, and Fournier can't. So no, he can't help us. He can't. The only reason Deuce might be able to help us is because Deuce can come out of bed in his sleep at midnight and play defense. He may not be able to get shooting going until he gets a rhythm, but he can jump out of his bed at midnight and play defense. Fournier can't do that. Okay? This ain't Fournier's time. Fournier's time is next year on another team. No, we don't need Fournier. This simple adjustment, we just need to put Grimes in the starting lineup and bring Hart off the bench. Simple adjustment. It's not complicated. Number two, very important point. We need Julius Randle. I mean, look, we're not going to give Obi Toppin 30 minutes. Okay. But we need Julius Randle to show up. He wasn't there yesterday. Yes, he got 14 rebounds. Very big offensive boys. He got 4 offensive rebounds. That was great. But 10 points? 10 points? 10? 10 points? You all-star? 10 points? No, man. Listen. Whatever happens, if they're going to go with Randle, which is they're going to do that, we're going to need more from him than that. Okay? We're going to need more. I don't want to hear the ref call. I don't want to hear that. This Negro, this dude is 6'8", 250 pounds. I don't care if he don't get a call. He needs to finish through. This is why when you're looking at college players, one of the things people evaluate when they had college players is, can you finish through contact? Okay, that's one of the things. Y'all know this, right? So when you're looking at a college player, there's many areas that scouts are looking at on a college basketball player when you're talking about coming to the league, right? One of them is, hey, Miss Edwards, one of them is, can you finish through contact? Julius can finish through contact. He really can. Okay, he can finish through contact, but he has to, he can't be whining with the ref. Nobody is giving him any cheese to go with his wine in the playoff. It just ain't happening. It's physical. Forget what the refs do or don't do. You got to finish. You know who I used to like that? Julius could play like if he wanted to. Y'all remember LJ, right? You remember LJ? Larry Johnson could finish through contact. We remember him for the 4-point play against Indiana. He became a 3-point shooter later in his career, but his career was made playing like physical, finish through contact, hard-nosed basketball. And I need Julius Randle. Julius Randle has the goods to do that. I need him to do that. 10 points ain't getting it done. It ain't Tibbs. Tibbs said this, and this is true. He said, Julius is our horse. We're going to ride him all the way. Okay. They paying him $100 million. Okay. Dude got to come through with more than 10 points. I'm sorry. I'm not having it. Okay. If it was Obi, I'd even give Obi some slack because Obi ain't been placed in that role. But Juju, I can't be having no 10 points now. That ain't going to cut it. I don't want to hear it. That ain't going to cut it. What he put out Monday, Tuesday, when they played Tuesday, that's what we need. That's what we need. Okay? That's the Juju we need. We need that Juju. Okay? What we got yesterday was soft, flowery, whiny Juju. We don't need that. Okay? I need to know where Juju is. I don't want to hear Tibbs being our coach. Tibbs ain't being our coach. He's dependent on the dudes he's supposed to depend on. Where they at? And some of y'all talking about, well, we can't, Julius is, my man Gumby, Julius is our star. Well, you know what? He ain't played like one. First game he was out. Second game he came back strong. Yesterday, homie faded like a flower out of season. Homie faded like a flower out of season. Okay, he really did. I don't want to hear that. Okay. Nah, man, people tripping about the shooting. We need Grimes in there to give us more shooting. But you know what happened yesterday? I mean, listen, I looked at the game. I'm going to tell you what happened yesterday. Miami came out and punched us in the face, leading with Jimmy Butler. There was like a gang that came out with Jimmy Butler on point, and Jimmy Butler came out, punched y'all in the face, and said, what? That's what happened yesterday. Forget the shooting. That's what happened yesterday. Okay? And the Knicks never recovered from that. And the reason, you see, brethren, let's be real. RJ came to play this playoff series. Nobody can deny. RJ Barrett, Broadway Barrett, he came to play this series. Okay? But he's not the number one option. He's not the number two option, but he came to play this series. Okay, we need now, and Brunson came to play. But this is what we need now. This is what we need. I need Brunson to be able to guard somebody. I'm not saying he needs to lock down everybody. But listen here. If you're going to have Grimes on Jimmy Butler, and I believe just leave Grimes with Jimmy Butler. You ain't even got to double Jimmy Butler. If he goes off, he goes off. But I need Grimes to stay with somebody. He can't stay with Strus. He can't stay with Vincent. Come on. If we hold on a second. Unless you're coming up with some loot or something, you can't. I'm tired of you, man. You're done. I can't. Not today. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So we need Brunson to guard somebody. He ain't got to. And listen, Jay Vincent is all good. Okay? Jay Vincent is all good. He ain't no all-star. He ain't, Devin Booker. He's not Devin Booker. But he's all right. Okay? I need Brunson to stay in front of him. I'm not asking Brunson, to be, Marcus Smart or Deuce McBride. I just need him to stay in front a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, that's what I'm saying. We getting beat. They're getting easy baskets on Jalen Brunson. We can't have that. And I know Jalen Brunson probably hurt his ankles. I know his ankles are probably hurting. Hey, man up. That's why you got the $100 million. Man up. It's that time. You got to man up now. Okay, this ain't time to. And I don't believe Jalen Brunson ain't crying now. I'm not saying he is. He's a tough little dude, man. Okay, but I need him. I don't need him to play Jimmy Butler. I don't need him to guard, Duncan Robinson. I need him to stay in front of Gabe Vincent or Max Strus. Pick somebody. Okay, somebody. Stay in front of somebody. That's the second thing. And I need Julius Randle to show up. Now, listen. Let's get this tomorrow. If they lose this game tomorrow, I'm gonna have some more things to say. But for now, let's get this W. Okay, let's get this W. Let's get this W. That's all I'm saying. Let's get this W. All right, that's all I'm saying. Let's get this W tomorrow and come out and get this split minus. All we need, y'all, is a split. That's all we need. And honestly, with regard to Butler, I think I'd rather him guard Vincent than Strus. If you notice, they pre-releasing Strus. That was a brilliant move by Spo. They pre-releasing Strus, and every time Love gets a rebound, he's even it. Now, if Emmanuel quickly cannot go tomorrow, I don't know what his status is at this point. What does it say? Y'all know? Let me look it up here. What is his status for the next game? Diagnosed with a sprained ankle. He's day to day. So we don't have an official status for him for tomorrow. He's day to day. But if he can't go, then you're going to have to bring Deuce up in there. You're going to have to bring Deuce up in there. He said he's good to go. He's good. Oh, game time decision. Okay. Yeah. Game time decision. But if he does, we're going to have to bring, and you know what? It's a shame. And this is bad karma, honestly. The boy finally started shooting yesterday. You notice, I mean, he finally started shooting yesterday, and then he sprains his ankle. Poor kid, man. He finally started shooting yesterday, and then he sprains his ankle. I mean, yesterday he was He was 4 of 12, 2 of 8 from the 3-point line. Well, at least something was going in the hole yesterday. But then he strains his ankle, man. Poor kid, man. He can't get a break. But if he can't go, we really do need Deuce time in there for that perimeter defense. Because, again, yeah, we really need Deuce in there. Now, how Deuce, if we get Grimes and Hart tag teaming Butler, you can put Deuce on a Gabe Vincent or a Max Strus. You could put Deuce on a Gabe Vincent or a Max Strus. You could do that. And then, you can see what happens. No, Tibbs makes enough adjustments. Y'all just too impatient, Miss Edwards. That's all there is to it. Look, the Knicks were not supposed to be here. Okay? Y'all got to remember that. They already had a great season. The Knicks already had a great season. Okay? This ain't the end of the world. They weren't even supposed to be here. Okay? And I'm telling you, and I'm still picking, until they lose tomorrow, I'm picking the Knicks in 6. I'm still picking the Knicks in 6. I need them to win tomorrow and get the split. Okay? I need them to win tomorrow and get the split. All right? And so we'll see what happens. But Tibbs makes adjustments. He just doesn't make them at the speed some of y'all want him to make them at. But he makes adjustments. And like I said, this is not a very complicated adjustment. It's very simple. You start Grimes, put him on Jimmy Butler, and you move Josh Hart to the bench and let him come off with Obi and IQ or Deuce and Hartenstein. That's very simple. And that does a lot. Just that one move gives you 3 improvements. It gives you shooting in the starting line. It gives you a high-level defender on Jimmy Butler. And then it opens up the floor for Brunson as well. And then, of course, even a fourth one, it gives you more scoring off the bench. Okay. Let's see. Okay. You, unfortunately for you, you touched the third rail. I was trying to warn you to leave the third rail alone. I really was. And you jumped on the tracks and you kept messing with the third rail until you caught the electrocution. Okay. I was trying to tell you, leave the third rail alone. But you kept, and, I will say, there is help available. Fentanyl is a very dangerous drug. It's extremely dangerous. People can even die from smelling fentanyl. So if you're out here using that stuff, stop and go get help. Because when you're using that fentanyl and all these opioids, it causes you to get stupid, right? And you might do something dumb like hallucinate and then jump down and touch the third rail. And then that's it. I don't want to see that happen to nobody. On to our scheduled program. Now, like I said, starting Grimes gives you 4 benefits. Gives you 4 benefits. If you notice Windbag, whatever his name is, if you notice, he's one of them guys that's always bringing up the Knicks when somebody or even in a rumor that's not really confirmed that the Knicks are monitoring. Let me ask you all a question. Seriously, let me ask you a question. Do you think there's 30 teams in the NBA, right? All right. So, and of course, the Milwaukee Bucks have the rights to Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? So, if 30 teams in the NBA, let me ask you, how many teams are monitoring Giannis Antetokounmpo right now? So you got the Milwaukee Bucks, you got 29 other teams. How many teams are monitoring the situation with Giannis Antetokounmpo? Right, there's 29 teams monitoring. So why is it that it's only the Knicks being mentioned? In a second round playoff fight with the Miami Heat, Windbag wants to bring up the Knicks are monitored. The Knicks got 70% of their attention on Miami and 30% on Giannis. I mean, seriously? See, that's why I can't respect some of these guys. That's why I can't. And this is the thing. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real with y'all. Y'all may not like it, but this is raw. Y'all know me. Look, when you want your platforms to grow, right? You can't just say anything like I do. You can't do it. If you want to get 10, 20,000 subscribers, you got to have some of these knuckleheads on your channel. You might want a Windbag or some of these goofy, snotty-nosed writers that think they know what they're talking about, just got out of high school a few years ago and don't know nothing about basketball. But they got all kind of backing and money. You need those knuckleheads on your channel if you want it to grow. Now, me, I don't have no tolerance for that. I'm doing this for fun. You understand? And Windbag is like one of those guys. People would die to get Windbag on their channel, Now, for me, myself, there's really like 3 dudes. If I could get Ian Begley or Shams or Wojnarowski, okay, I would do that. Because those guys, to me, they actually know what they're talking about. But the rest of these cats, the rest of these clowns. Now, as far as Giannis Antetokounmpo, let's say for the sake of argument, okay? Let's say, and we're not confirming this because this is not official. There's no official news that Giannis wants to leave Milwaukee, right? We all know that. There's no official news that Giannis wants to leave Milwaukee. No news on that, okay? So if you're Giannis, what are you looking for? You got money, so don't mention money. It ain't money. He's not worried about money. If you're Giannis, do you want to be recognized as a superstar? No, he's already got that. He's the top 5 player in the world. So what do you want if you're Giannis? What do you want? You want another championship. You want a championship. Legacy is not even here yet. You're talking about chips. Can I get a chip somewhere? I got one. I got a taste of one. I want a second chip. Especially Giannis, who to me is one of the most earnest players when it comes to wanting to win. I haven't seen too many guys like that. Like he's on that LeBron level, on that Kobe level, that like, I'm just trying to beat you. I want this chip. And I'm going to be in shape and I'm going to be ready to try to get it. So if that's the case, okay, now you got to say, okay, what team can give me that? Not any team. It's got to be a team I'm comfortable with. It's got to be a team I'm comfortable with that has a solid organization, that don't be changing coaches every 2 years, that has a solid core that I could fit with, that has a culture. Okay? That's what I'm looking for. There are a number of teams that could do that. I'm thinking, if I'm Giannis, you know where I'm really looking? Coming out of cold behind Wisconsin, I'm looking at Miami. If I'm Giannis, I'm looking at Miami. That's the team I'm looking at. Okay, I'm looking at Miami. Or I'm looking at a team where I can join with somebody that I know also wants that ring and can do something. I'm looking at Phoenix. I'm looking at Dallas, another international player maybe with and got the backing of the owner. Okay, I'm looking at guys like that. Why would I want to go to New York and deal with? I mean, have y'all heard some of the questions that they asked the players after the game? I mean, I think out of every 10 questions that is asked, there's one legit question. The rest of them are just stupid. Like, I'm surprised they don't blow up. They're just dumb questions. And they get asked them every single game. Okay, like, so you went 0 for 5. Like, how does that feel? What is the thinking behind that? I'd be like, anyway, so if I'm Giannis, I don't want New York. For what? What I want New York for? To deal with y'all? To deal with all them stupid microphones with dumb behind questions? I'm not going to New York. If I'm not Giannis, I'm not going to New York. Like I said, Miami, Dallas. I was gonna say no. Maybe if he doesn't mind Boston. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So all this Giannis to the Knicks talk is clickbait, yo. That's what I'm saying. Windbag is one of the experts at clickbait. He really is. He's clickbait specialist, this dude. That's why I call him Windbag, because most of what he's saying is nothing. Okay, nothing. Okay, now, in my view, when we were talking about getting somebody, I mean, realistically, we need somebody that's going to fit with the Knicks without shaking up all of our roster. We need to remove one guy from the starting 5 and replace that guy with a superstar. And we don't want to lose all of our bench. Now, I want to be honest with you. Somebody's mentioning Pascal Siakam. I'm going to be real with you now. Pascal is better than Julius Randle. I'm just saying, as a basketball player, Pascal Siakam is better than Julius Randle. He is, on both sides of the basketball. Defense, offense, ball handling, passing. Only thing Julius might have over Pascal is rebounding. That's it. I'll give him that. But he's better than Julius Randle. Towns is more talented than both of them. But my question with Towns is, does he have the heart? That's what my question is. There's no question. To me, Karl Anthony Towns is more talented than both Julius Randle and Pascal Siakam. He's more talented than both of them. As far as natural basketball talent, he got more talent than both of them. He can shoot better. He can rebound. He's got more IQ. But does he have the heart? Will he show up in a time like this? Okay? I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm just saying, honestly, I don't know. But if we were going to get a Karl Anthony Towns, Julius would be the guy going. It wouldn't be Obi. It'd be Julius. The money would match. You need the money to match. The money. Okay? So you'd be giving them Julius Randle and you'd be getting Karl Anthony Towns. And you'd be giving them more than Julius Randle to get Karl Anthony Towns. So I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I really don't know. He could come in and be really dog it out. Really, be that dude. Because one thing about Karl Anthony Towns, I give him this respect. He has a great attitude. I mean, really, you wouldn't have no attitude problems with Karl Anthony Towns. He wouldn't be doing this to the crowd, slapping computers, jumping in his teammates' face. No, you wouldn't get that from Karl Anthony Towns. He's a much nicer kid, really nice kid, right? I mean, y'all agree with that? Just a nicer kid. He really is. I just don't know. And I really don't know. What would we get from him in the playoffs? What would we get from him? Would he show up? Would he be there? Because if he is going to be there, one thing, have you noticed about him though? That brother, Karl Anthony Towns, seriously, when I watch him, I can't help but my eyes keep falling to his feet, man. He's got the biggest feet I've ever seen this side of Bob Lanier. And I remember Bob Lanier, and they put his shoes in the Hall of Fame. I went to Springfield and saw it. They put his shoes, they gold-plated his shoes and put it in the Hall of Fame because he had these big, giant feet. But I'm telling you, Karl Anthony Towns' feet is like, I'd be like, that. And you can't miss him. It doesn't matter what color shoes he wears. You can't miss him. Them boys, that boy's got some feet. For real. But no, Karl Anthony Towns is even bigger than Shaq's feet. That's saying something too. Karl Anthony Towns got some dogs on him, man. Ooh, my God. Whoa. And I can't help it. I'll be watching him. I say, man, that dude got some big feet. Every time I see it, it's like, dang, his feet is huge, man. Dang, go on, look at his feet. I could probably put both my feet, one in front of the other inside his sneaker, and it'd still be too big. That boy got some dogs on him, man. Ain't no joke. But yeah, I mean, so I'm just saying, you'd have to move somebody from the starting lineup to get some of these guys, to get any of them. And yeah, it's probably gonna be it's just a side note, Monzon. It's all right. I'm just a side note. I don't know if anybody else noticed it. So that's why I asked the question. Anyway, I'm trying to say, man, that boy, shoot. He got what we used to call back in the day. I don't know, when we used to call them clodhoppers. That boy got some clodhoppers, man. Shoot. But anyway, all the Bigfoot dudes are offended now. All the dudes with big feet are offended. Hey, listen, man, you can't help what size feet you got. It's all right. It's all right. It's no big deal. Anyway, so yeah, I wouldn't mind a Karl Anthony Towns. Hey, where is he in his contract anyway? Is he like eligible to be traded? How many years is he locked in? Let me just look at his contract. How many years is he locked in for? Is he going to be able to be traded or what? I mean, let me see. Let me just take a look at it here. Karl Anthony Towns. Let's take a look at Cat. Cat contract, $36 million. Oh, wait, I think Cat just getting started on a $260 million deal. Let me see here. Oh, no, he's unrestricted in 2024. Oh, okay. Karl Anthony Towns is only 28 years old, and he's unrestricted in 2024. Hey, this might be more than a pipe dream. Now I'm looking at it. Karl Anthony Towns is owed $36 million for 23-24, and he's UFA. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, he signed a 4-year extension. No, you're right. He signed a 4-year extension. Dang, homie getting $50 million a year until 2028. Well, that's the end of that. He's getting $50 million a year to 2028. Well, that's the end of that. We can forget that right now. Forget Karl Anthony Towns. He ain't coming to the Knicks. Why you say that, Raw? Let me tell you something, bro. The Don probably has the first dollar he ever earned. He probably has it like framed somewhere. The Don ain't just giving out money like that. He ain't doing that. So I see this brother with $50 million in 4 years, and he's got 4 years, $224 million. And yeah, he just signed the extension. So yeah, he ain't leaving Minnesota for a minute. Yeah. He ain't leaving Minnesota for a minute. He's there now. He ain't going nowhere. All right, forget him. What about Pascal? What y'all know about him? Let's take a look. Let's see. Let's say Pascal Siakam. Where he at? Let's take a look at him. Pascal Siakam. I know there was rumors of them wanting to trade him, but I think he said he wanted to stay. Maybe he's just talking, but we'll find out. Pascal. Let's take a look at Pascal. Pascal has not signed an extension. Pascal is unrestricted in 2024. Pascal is now 29 years old. So you got 3 years of good Pascal right now. So Pascal might be available. Now, I'll be honest again with y'all. I told y'all in the beginning, Pascal Siakam is better than Julius Randle. Again, I'm not saying Julius is no scrub. He's not. But daggone Pascal, he's better. He's better in every facet of the game except rebounding. I'll give him I give Randle, because Randle's a heck of a rebounder, man. There's no doubt. He's a heck of a rebounder. But in every other aspect of the game, effort, defense, running the floor, handling the basketball, passing, shooting, Pascal's got it. Yeah. Pascal is the best basketball player. And if he's going to be unrestricted in 2024 and he does not sign an extension, they know they're going to have to trade him. But the problem again, brethren, is we're dealing with one Masai Ujiri. Masai Ujiri is the African motherland version of Danny Ainge. Y'all know that, right? Masai Ujiri is the motherland version of Danny Ainge. So you better know you're not getting Pascal Siakam for nothing. You're not getting him for nothing. You're not getting him for nothing. Okay? Okay? You dealing with Masai Ujiri. Now, if that's the case, the Knicks would be wise, and I know the Don's going to do that. He's going to wait to the last second to see what everybody else offers before he jumps on Pascal. He's going to wait to the last second and see what happens. That's what he's going to do. So we'll see, but that's a possibility. Pascal Siakam is a possibility. I ain't going to front. It's not a complete pipe dream. It's definitely a possibility. So we'll see what happens. It's true though. That brother is the motherland version of Danny Ainge. He is. KP, I like K. I told you I like the KP situation. I like KP. I ain't fronting. And if we had KP, we don't need to worry about losing Obi, because now Obi and KP would play pretty much the same number of minutes. So yeah, I'd do that. I'd definitely do that. Okay, I would do it. Okay. Jeep Gaming, no. Man. No, the only reason Giannis would come to New York, and I can't tell you why. Somebody would have to do some serious talking, because I'd be looking at if I'm him, I'm looking at Miami, Phoenix, Dallas, maybe the Clippers. I wouldn't be looking at the Lakers, because Giannis got too much pride to play with LeBron. He's going to win his own chip. He wants to beat LeBron. I would maybe even look at Portland with Dame Dollar in them. But I'm not looking at the Knicks if Giannis. I don't want no more headaches, man. I got my money. I don't need no headaches from y'all. See? Y'all pipe dreaming. Giannis ain't coming here. What for what? For what? You know what I mean? So that's not gonna happen, y'all. Let's not get y'all. I hate to bust the bubble, but Giannis ain't coming here. No matter what Winbag tells you to get you to click on your article, he ain't coming here. Okay. So anyway, one thing y'all have to remember about the Miami Heat. Again, I told y'all in the video during the course of the week, the Miami Heat is the teacher. The Knicks are the students. Pat Riley is the teacher. Tom Thibodeau is the student. And if you don't think Pat Riley has anything to do with what Eric Spoelstra does, you crazy. Pat Riley is the teacher. Tom Thibodeau is the student. Not only that, this Miami Heat team was in the Eastern Conference Finals not too long ago. Wasn't it last year? It was in the ECF. This team has been there. This is a tough, battle-tested bunch of dudes. Okay? The tough, battle-tested bunch of dudes. So the Knicks, I still believe, have more talent. But Miami's just a tough, grimy, battle-tested bunch of dudes, man. Bunch of roughnecks. And so, the Knicks need to come out and do their thing tomorrow. The most important thing of everything I say, even more important than starting Quentin Grimes, they need to come out rough tomorrow. Forget what the referees do. I need Julius Randle. I need RJ. I need Brunson. I need these guys. I need Hart. I need y'all to come out and be rough with these dudes tomorrow. I need y'all to be aggressively rough and punch them in the mouth. That's what I need tomorrow. I need y'all to be on every rebound hard. And if I'm Tom Thibodeau, that's what I'm preaching to them. They just came out tougher than y'all yesterday. Period. End of story. They just came out tougher than y'all. Okay? That's really Jimmy Butler led their squad. They was like white heat coming at y'all with Jimmy Butler in the point, and they just busted y'all in the mouth and said, y'all can't beat us. And the Knicks can't go out like that. If they'd have lost overtime, I'd be like, oh, okay. But you can't go out like that. You can't go out like that. Okay? Can't go out like that. So overall, I'm gonna need Q-Dog to start. I would like that. I would need Brunson to stay in front of somebody. Pick somebody. Just stay in front of somebody. Please. Okay? I want Hart coming off Mobb Deep. I need Juju to show up. It's better for him not to play than him to play and not show up. I'm going to be real about it. It's better for him not to play than him to play and not show up. 10 points? You playing 40 minutes and you only giving me 10 points? You're an all-star, right? I need more than that from you. Who's guarding him? Bam Adebayo? Anyway, I love Bam, but come on, Juju. You need to become what last Tuesday night, I need that guy back. I need that guy back. I need that guy back. I need the guy back yelling at the crowd, hitting threes, snatching rebounds with dudes attached to him. I need that dude tomorrow. Okay? I need him. Okay, he's going to give you turnovers. He's not going to have the greatest IQ, but that's Juju. That's okay. I just need him to show up, man. I need good Juju to give me 20 and 15 tomorrow. That's what I need from him. No, Margaret Edwards. Come on, Margaret Edwards. Come on. Look, don't y'all understand that it is poison for a coach to call out a player on national TV? They don't do that. Especially one as emotionally sensitive as Julius Randle. You don't do that. You do it behind closed doors. Tibbs can call RJ out because RJ's younger. He's mentally tougher. And Tibbs knows how to press his buttons. He cannot do that with Julius Randle. He can't. You'll lose him. Okay? Tibbs plays in this smart. Give the man some credit. He know what he's doing. You can't call out Julius Randle. You can't do that. Not on national TV. Can't. Some players you can't do that to. He's one of them. You don't do that. That's bad news. Especially now. No, but behind closed doors, you get up in his ass. Yeah, behind closed doors. Get up in his ass. Yeah. But behind closed doors. Not in front of anybody. You do like a Parcells. You clear the locker room of all the reporters, clear the locker room, everybody, and then you get up in there. You talk to them then. You get up in there. Okay? But not on national TV. Never do that. Well, it may be true, Margaret Edwards, but this is what we got. Yes, he might be mentally weak. Maybe he is. I'm not going to argue that. He's actually shown us that. But this is what you got, This is what you got. It's like a guy, you got a car that don't start. You can't afford another car right now. So you got to make that baby start. This is what you're working with. Okay. You ain't got nothing else you can do right now. So you just got to get that carburetor, get it all set up, clean that engine, and hope that baby turns over. That's all you got right now. You can't do nothing else. That's what you got. You understand? I'm not saying Juju ain't mentally weak. He is. He's shown us. But this is what we're dealing with. And so you can't call him out right now in public. You're trying to get what you can out of him right now. You support him. That's what Clips have been doing. You support him in public. You say, oh, I got all the faith in the world in Julius Randle. Yes, he's got a guy. You got to do that. You got to do that publicly. And Tibbs is doing that. Smart. RJ, he could say, man, he needs to get in the gym and shoot. He used to shoot better when he was in the gym every night shooting. He could do that to RJ. And RJ will positively respond to that. Okay? Especially when he's only 22. He won't be able to do that to RJ when RJ is 26. But he could do it now. Okay? He could do it now. See? That's what I'm saying. You can't do that to Juju. Yes, he's mentally weak. Okay. But we're trying to win right now. So get that mentally weak fool out there and get him to give us 25 and 15. That's what I need. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Margaret? That's what I'm talking about. Get that. See if we can get it started. See if we can get it started. Somebody do something. Otherwise, we trying to win this game tomorrow. That's all we trying to do. Trying to win this game, man. You understand what I'm saying? And so he got his faults, but we're going to have to roll with that fool right now. We got to roll with him, Margaret. We get no choice, Miss Edwards. You got to roll with him right now. That's what we got. Okay? Yeah. Okay? And so behind closed doors, you get Juju in your office. You sit down with you and Johnny Bryant, and you tell him, listen, man, we need you to play. You ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? We need you to get going, baby. That's what you get him back there. You talk to him like that. And that's how you motivate him. You don't do it in front of everybody. But yeah, anyway, I need him to show up tomorrow. Forget all that. Best thing in the world tomorrow. Especially, y'all notice this, right? Some of the best games the Knicks have had this year, some of the best games they've had, is when Julius comes out popping and they get a good lead in the first quarter. Then it's kind of a good situation, and then Mobb Deep follows it up. So I would love to see Juju come out tomorrow and knock down 4 threes, in the first quarter. That would be good, okay? Because RJ's going to show up to play tomorrow. Mr. Broadway Barrett has always been showing up to play this whole playoffs, and he's ready to do it tomorrow. I'm not even worried about him. And I need Quentin Grimes out there because Josh Hart is not the shooter. And he can't guard the perimeter like Grimes can. He just can't guard Butler the way Grimes can. But if he can come in behind Grimes and guard Butler, we got a much better shot. Much better shot. The Knicks then have the ability to wear Miami down a little bit. And I like that. Yeah, so, don't get upset if you don't see Tibbs saying anything publicly about Julius Randle. Don't worry about that. He ain't going to say nothing publicly now. He shouldn't. You know what I mean? So, but gotta be cool with that. Gotta be cool with that. And all this Tibbs getting out coach. Y'all don't know what you're talking about, man. Tell me the last time you coached in the NBA. Don't even know your name. Talking about getting out coach. Tibbs is in the second round of playoffs in the third year with the Knicks. This is year 3, y'all. He's in the second round. What's wrong with y'all? And I ain't heard nobody yet. Tibbs out coached JB Bickerstaff. Have you heard anybody say that? I haven't heard anybody say that yet. Yet that's what happened. That's what happened. That's right. He missed last year. And 2 of the 3 years of this rebuild, he has the Knicks in the playoffs. 2 out of the 3 years of this rebuild, he has the Knicks in the playoffs. This year, they're in the second round. Okay? With 22 and 23-year-old dudes. Come on, y'all. Wake up. Shoot. Wake up. I don't know what y'all expecting. What you expecting? Red Auerbach? Red Auerbach dead. You know what I'm saying? What y'all expecting? Shoot. Pat Riley? Well, we had him already. Y'all chased him out of town. I hate when people say Pat Riley quit on this. That's some bullcrap. I remember what happened. The Knicks fans were complaining about him. They were complaining about the front office not getting a sidekick for Ewing. And then Pat Riley asked for more power to pick players and draft them. And they said no. He said, bye. I don't have to put up with this. I can go to Miami and get what I want. That's what happened. And he faxed it in. I would have did the same thing. Forget y'all. Here's my fax. I'm on my way to Miami now. He would have stayed if they'd have gave him what he wanted. And they should have. So I'm trying Pat Riley. I saw somebody say Pat Riley quit us. Somebody better go back in the memory banks, man. Pat Riley did what Pat Riley had to do. And look what happened since he's been in Miami. 3 chips. Since he's been in 3 championships. Since he's been in Miami. Yeah, I remember that. Shoot. 3 championships, which could have been in New York, but they didn't want to give him that power. The dude Miami said, I'll give you the president. I'll give you the coach. What else you want? He gave him part ownership of the organization. That's what he was at. He wasn't even asking for that in New York. He just wanted power to draft and power to pick his players. No, but Riley used to coach New York. Riley came from Kentucky, man. Pat Riley from Kentucky. He's a Kentucky country boy. Pat Riley used to be an All-America at Kentucky. He came in the league. He was sort of like, what's this guy, Legs? He was a player like that, pretty good. He's in the league. But then he started coaching, young assistant coach with the Lakers. And they had this guy named Paul Westhead. And Magic didn't like him. So they got rid of Paul Westhead and they put Pat Riley. And he started slicking his hair back with this gel and wearing these fancy suits. And that's how he got his name. And then all of a sudden he started, he was under Kentucky. And but, it wasn't Pat Riley's fault that he left New York. They tried to pin it on him. That wasn't his fault. I hated it that he left too, but I was more angry at the Knicks organization for not giving him what he wanted. He taking you to the finals and you can't give him what he wants. He don't want 5 chips with the Lakers. Nah, man, they messed up. Oh, he from Schenectady or whatever. Okay, but they messed up. That's all I'm saying. That's my point. It ain't Pat Riley's fault he left to go to Miami. It's New York Knicks organization fault he went to go get to Miami. And y'all still yelling, fire the coach. They were yelling, fire the coach back then, believe it or not. They were yelling, fire the coach. Get somebody for Ewing. I was like, what is wrong? It was crazy. The WFAN was really sick at that time, y'all. They was really on crack at that time. I was like, y'all crazy. Mike and the Mad Dog. Y'all remember them? Tripping. Yeah, man. It wasn't Riley's fault. It was the Knicks management. That's why I'm saying y'all got now an owner that's letting the management do their thing. You got a smart management. You got a coach that got a game, and y'all still tripping. Learn from your forefathers. Learn from your ancestors. Stop. Y'all in good shape right now. Stop. You got to do it in 3 seasons. Got you to the playoffs twice when y'all was winning 17 and 21 games a year. Y'all remember that? When my man called him the tank commander was the point guard, he was winning 17 and 22 games and 21 games in a year, and you finally got a dude getting you to the playoffs and y'all whining. He's being out-coached. Please, man, go back to the Rutgers. Do something. Go back to 145th Street. Go play up there. Shoot. You know what I mean? Please. You got a coach doing something now. Be thankful and let him do his thing. So we're trying to get this win tomorrow. He's going to have to gas up Juju, do what he got to do. Blow all kind of smoke up that boy behind. Let's get it going tomorrow, Juju. Come on, boy. We need you tomorrow. I need you to drop 20 tomorrow with 15 boards. Let's go, boy. That's what I'm saying. And I need Q-Dog in that starting lineup. I want to see what he does. I know he's going to make adjustments. I want to see what he does. I hope he does that. No, I ain't worried about Broadway Barrett now. You know that. Broadway Barrett been showing up. Every game, he shows up. Yesterday, he was the only one, him and Brunson, the only one playing yesterday. Decided to show the play. Hart did too, but Hart does too. But Hart ain't that guy game changer unless he coming off the bench. We need Q-Dog in that starting lineup. Okay? We need Q-Dog in there. Nah, y'all with this Dylan Brooks tip, y'all, where? Do I got the number to the rehab? I need to give you the number. There's a fentanyl hotline. I need to get that number for y'all. What the hell you want Dylan Brooks for? For what? Oh, you want him fighting in your locker room? Oh, you want him dressing like some alphabet suit? For what? What you trying to attract? For what? You want him running his mouth and giving the other team locker room fodder? That's what you want? Dylan Brooks. Please. Dylan Brooks needs to go wherever, not to New York. No, no, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, forget Dylan Brooks. Y'all, some of y'all, what? Come on, man. What's wrong with y'all? Right? He's 3-D without the 3. Yeah, exactly. And he run his mouth too daggone much. We don't need nobody like that on our team. What's Dylan Brooks? What is that crack number, man? What's that number, the helpline for crack? What is that helpline? I need to find y'all help because I'm gonna put that number out there for y'all. The crack helpline. Let me see. Is there? What is the crack helpline? Let's see. Addiction help 24/7. Sunrise detox. Well, that's down here in Orlando for y'all in Florida. Y'all need some help. What you talking about? Dylan Brooks. Come on, man. What's wrong with some of y'all? Y'all crazy. Oh, man. Nah, the officiating, though, I'm not saying the officiating was great. To me, the two, as long as we don't have Tony Brothers and what's that other guy? TJ Ford? Yeah, 1-800-NO-DRUGS. Please call that number and get some help. But, TJ Ford, as long as we don't have Tony Brothers and TJ Ford, I'm pretty good. Okay. I mean, the officiating was bad, but I'm pretty good. We don't have the Knicks, Tyler Ford. Yeah, Tyler Ford, TJ, whatever that fool name is. Get rid of him and Tony Brothers. I don't want to see them again in the Knicks game ever. So we get as long as them two ain't refereeing, okay, whatever else you got, bring them. I don't care. Bring them. Okay. Thanks, Cherokee Indian Tips needs to get IQ some of them Miami Cuban systems. Just ain't. Why they gotta be Cuban though? Why can't they be Boricua? Why they gotta be Cuban though? Why can't they be Boricua? What's wrong with you got a problem with Boricua? What's wrong with the Dominican? Why they gotta be Cuban though? Oh man. Speaking of that, I'm taking my wife to dinner today. We're going to Orlando today to dinner. It's her birthday weekend. My, Dulcita. Barranquilla. Nah, I actually didn't see it. I actually didn't see Monica. I was watching. I saw the review of the game yesterday. I didn't see Monica though. Maybe because y'all what was it on MSG? Maybe that's why y'all saw. Or was she on First Take or something? Monica getting a lot of plug on ESPN lately. Okay, Monica getting a lot of plug on ESPN. Good for her. Good for her. I like to see that. She really knows her basketball. Hey, you know what I did like yesterday? I like UB Brown. UB Brown's one of my favorite. I like UB Brown, Doris Burke. Those are my favorite. Mark Jones. Those I like them guys, man. Mark Jackson. I like listening to them do a game. Yesterday, I was very fortunate. I was very happy to hear UB Brown's take on the game, even though the Knicks were playing like crap. I was really happy to hear UB Brown. I like Monica's take. I like Doris Burke's take. They really good. And the blonde head kid that woman at the Nets is pretty good too. That lady for the Nets is good. And there's a lady that used to play ball that does the Wizards. She's pretty good too. They're pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. There's some good sisters out there that know the game. Then there's some that you wish they would just sit there, shut up, and just sit there and shut up. You can see you, don't want to hear you, or just leave because they don't know what they're talking about. Oh yeah, Monica's a bright spot on ESPN. She really is. She really is. She knows her basketball. Pretty girl. Yeah, she knows her game, man. I like Monica. You all know I like the Miss Nick Nut. She got it going on. You know who else is cool though? But she's not on the hot level of Miss McNutt. It's that girl that just had Wally Zerbiak's baby. What's her name? That girl that just had what's her name? She just had Wally Zerbiak's baby. She's cool too, though. She's real cool people, man. I forgot her name, but she's New York. She's from Chicago, but she got that New York flavor. I like listening to her too. Easy enough, but if you can't reach it, yes, I see. Rebecca Harlow. Yeah, that's her. I like Rebecca Harlow. She's cool too. And she be showing up with some threads on too. She be throwing up with some threads on. Like I said, I don't think she's in Monica's league, but she be showing up with some threads, and she asked the right question. Yeah, that's another story, Margaret. Yep, the boy was married, but he had a child. She gave him a baby. Yeah, the boy was married. That's why you never hardly hear him talking about who the father of her baby is. It took me months to find out. I said, who's the father of baby? She was obviously pregnant. Then it came out later. It was Wally Zerbiak. I said, oh, it's you. Rebecca Harlow. But she cool, though. I like Rebecca Harlow. You know, the sideline reporter for the Knicks. The Knicks got a nice crew. Rebecca, Clyde, Mike Breen. They got a nice crew, man. They got a nice crew. You know, they're all right. I like listening to the games with the Knicks, man. Malik, all right, Will Smith, don't come up and slap me, man. Malik said, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Oh, Lord have mercy upon me. Yeah, Alan Holland's pretty good, too. Alan Holland's pretty good. You know. You lost respect for her. What she do, Margaret? She said something bad. I like Rebecca though. She be coming correct with the questions. She had that New York style about her. I mean, you know, she, like I said, she's not on Monica McNutt's level in terms of certain areas, but I like what she does though. She does pretty good. You know, not everything's based on, you know, the attractiveness of the look. Sometimes it's just, you know, there's a style, there's a vibe, and I like Harlow's vibe. She got a nice vibe to her, man. I like her vibe. There's a style, there's a vibe that comes when she come in. You know, there used to be this other girl named Tina, the Italian girl. And I was like, But when Harlow came, I was like, okay, she got a vibe to her. She got some vibe to her. It's all good. And the players actually like when she interviews them because she don't ask no stupid behind questions. She asks leading questions that make you look good. I like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Guilford. What's everybody tripping about? The Knicks were not, you know, some of them were talking about 37 wins, and I can't. Tina Curvacio. She was all right. But Monica's better. Yeah, Monica's better. But yeah, she does look like Uma Thurman. You're right, Cherokee. She does look like Uma Thurman. You know, she does look like Uma Thurman. And I don't understand what the big deal is about Uma Thurman myself, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I was like, okay, whatever float your boat, man. But yeah. Never float your boat. But Wally got divorced before Rebecca. Oh, so he's not just like a legit dude getting wives and concubines and messing around and playing adultery and all that. He legit divorced his wife, and then he started dealing with Harlow. Send the art man $10. No more doubling. Jimmy Butler, let him try to go off every time Nick collapse on him. Either get burned. You right. And you right again. We were just talking about that, Send the art man. Start Q Dog. Let him play Jim Butler one-on-one. One-on-one. Okay, one-on-one. Well, there's a vibe to it, though, Cherokee Indian. She's not the most physically, you know, to me. I mean, obviously Wally like it, but I'm saying, to me, she's not Monica McNutt's territory. They're not even in the same solar system, but she got a vibe to her. She's a cool person. She's a person I wouldn't mind, you know, hanging out, sitting down, talking with. She's a good person, man. She's cool. Yeah, but Art Man, that's what we're talking about. Starting Q Dog, let him handle Jimmy Butler. I'm gonna need Jalen Brunson to stay in front of somebody on the starting five for Miami. Just stay in front of somebody. I don't care who it is. Stay in front of somebody. Shoot. He been getting burned. They be picking on him. I just need him to stay in front of somebody. Okay. Nah, the Knicks. No, that's not true. Knicks 100. The Knicks won 3 out of 4 against Miami. So no, they don't have our number. They just more battle tested in the playoffs than the Knicks are. That's all. They really are. They just more battle tested than hardened. They more hardcore when playoff time comes than the Knicks are. Okay. Yeah, he could go, but Duncan Robinson comes off the bench, and their starting five is Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Kevin Love. So I would have him guard either Gabe Vincent or Strus. The Knicks have had putting them on Strus, but Homie can't even guard Strus. Shoot. I need him to stay in front of somebody. Shoot. And he knows it. Jalen Brunson, one of the best things I like about him, high IQ dude. He ain't stupid. What I'm saying, I'm sure he already knows. He's probably telling himself, I got to stay in front of somebody. Yeah, you got to stay in front of somebody. Shoot, somebody, aside from your shadow, stay in front of somebody. Shoot, Dad. And we need Q-Dog out there for that shoot. So let's see what Mr. Tibbs comes up with tomorrow night. Let's see what Mr. Tibbs comes up with tomorrow night. I know he's going to make an adjustment. Let's see what it is. I'm curious to see. I hope it is starting Quentin Grimes and bringing Josh Hart off the bench and having Josh Hart add to Mob Deep. We've been scoring like single digits off the bench. I would like to see Deuce, but realistically, he's gonna stick with that 9-man rotation. If IQ can't go, you're gonna get Deuce, and I would not mind that because IQ ain't been bringing us much this playoff. It's his first trip, and it's really his first foray at this party. He wasn't really, 2 years ago was so happy and so fast against Atlanta, but this is really his first foray to this type of party. So he ain't been bringing much, but Deuce can come out of his sleep and guard anybody on defense. So I'd like to see that. Yeah, you're right, Jabroni Z. They drive me crazy too. They drive me crazy, man. When we win, all of a sudden we're going to sweep everybody and go all the way to the final. When we lose, you're going to lose and get swept. I mean, it's like, what the heck, man? There's got to be some in between. 1-800-GET-HELP. There's help for you available when you out here on these hard drugs. No need to be tripping like that. The world ain't going to end. It's 2-1. The Knicks win tomorrow. It's 2-2. It's a different life at that point, right? So let's see if we get this win tomorrow. Heard great question Friday. Butler, thanks for the $10 deal out 50. Butler on one leg. We aren't attacking him. We aren't attacking because we don't have no one to do it. He aren't afraid of us scoring. No one to make Jim play defense. I don't know about that. Hart is not able to make him play defense. I will give you that. Jimmy Butler's a tough hombre, man. Playing on one leg's a bit exaggerated. He's better than that. He's a tough hombre, man. This ain't no joke here. But I think Grimes would make him work more. Grimes would. And I would dare them to leave Grimes open like they leave Hart open. I would dare them to do that because you do that, Q-Dog eventually will kill you. And that's what I'm saying. Allen Houston 2.0. So let's see what happens. I want to see the adjustments that Tibbs makes tomorrow night. I really want to see what happens and give them that opportunity to see what happens. Do you think the chances are better to extend IQ this playoff? Yes. But I still think that IQ is going to be tempted with a starting role. Thanks for the $5, Turkey. I still think he's going to be tempted with a starting role on another team. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if he does that. Grimes might still be hurt. Della Music's true, but everybody's hurt right now. Everybody's banged up. There's nobody that's not banged up that's in the Knicks right now, especially in their rotation. Everybody is. So he may have to just, like I said, you got to man up. It's time. This is where you play hurt. Man up time. Okay? And you might be hurt. You got to go out there. He's the only one that could guard Jimmy Butler, really, that they got in the rotation. Well, Deuce is not. No, but Deuce is not in the rotation. Deuce ain't in the rotation. I'm talking about people in the rotation. Deuce is 10th man. Deuce is 10th man. I'd love to see Deuce. Don't get me wrong, but I ain't going to mess up my rotation right now. Unless I have to. You may have to. So we'll see. We'll see what changes are made tomorrow, Knicks Nation. But I'm still picking the Knicks in 6. Y'all know me. I stick the weather. It's the lowest depths. Everybody could be jumping off ship. Earlier this year, we was like, fire Tibbs, he got to go. Blah, 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 blah. And I told y'all, forget y'all. I'm staying with Tibbs. I got his back, and I still do. I'm not worried. This is only year 3 right here. This is only year 3. And we've been in the playoffs twice, and here we are in the second round, semifinals of the Eastern Conference, the New York Knicks. Okay, if you're gonna ride with somebody, ride with them and stop whining, right? If you're gonna ride with somebody, ride with them, stop whining. Maybe I would rather you don't trip on Tibbs than like beat up your wife or something. Because some of y'all really tripping. But if you gonna ride with the Knicks, man. Quit tripping. Sure. Yeah, stick with the Knicks. Dude. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we can get this win tomorrow. Sean Rose. Let me give you some news. There's 29 teams looking at Giannis. There's 29 NBA teams looking at Giannis. He's legit top 3 players in the world. There's 29 teams looking at him. Okay, so don't let the Knicks for clicks name get you tripping. Okay. Yeah, we shooting like Greek Freak. It's all right, though. Knicks going to be all right, y'all. Forget y'all. Knicks going to be all right. I ain't worried about y'all. Knicks going to be good. Tomorrow, we're going to be watching that game at 7:30. Our help is not in the draft. We got our help right now. This same unit is 50-plus wins next year. The same team is 50-plus wins. Even if you keep Julius Randle, the same team is 50-plus wins next year. So, no, we don't need to do anything but get a year more experience. That's all. We're in year 3, and we're in the second round of the playoffs in year 3. We're good to go. Okay? And we're going to be good going forward. Y'all got to remember, you're not going to get the same Quentin Grimes next year that you got this year. He's going to be better. He's going to be better. You're not going to get the same RJ Barrett next year. He's going to be better. And Broadway Barrett is showing up in these playoffs. He's going to be better. You're not going to get the same Emmanuel Quickly. If you keep him, he's going to be better. These are all guys under 24, 23 years old. They're going to get better. Okay? We're going to be all right. Okay? And really, when you mention a Fournier and a Rose, if you can give Tibbs a situation where you're not changing up his team and he already knows going into training camp what his rotation is, you don't need the 30 games to find out what your rotation is. Now you just need to play those guys who have already been playing together. No, we're going to be all right. I like our team. I like what we got. We're going to be in good shape. We're going to be in good shape. So, y'all, please don't trip. Keep hope alive. If we win this game tomorrow, it's 2-2. Let's hope we could do this. It's going to be tough. Ain't no joke. It's going to be tough. But let's hope Tibbs makes the adjustments that's necessary for us to get this W. Let's get this thing done. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Please be safe out there. It's a crazy world out there. Be safe when you're going here and there, but enjoy yourself. Shalom.